Here today with Helene Rutledge from Birthvue, and you are gearing up for a panel discussion that's going to take place here at the HITLAB Innovators Summit tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be talking about.
Sure. So our panel, which I'm co-presenting with Samir Batra, is to talk about the progress that Birthvue has made, as well as the landscape for funding for maternal health. So we're going to be talking about things like the role of incubators and accelerators, how investors look at it, how it benefits startups. I'm really looking forward to a good discussion.
So tell us about what's happening with Birthvue now. I think it was about a year ago was the last time that we talked with you. Tell us about where you are and where you hope to go.
Sure. We've had an incredible year. So initially, our project was focused on in-hospital solutions, but as everybody knows, that's a super long sales cycle, so 18 months to 2 years. And even though the proprietary algorithm for labor and delivery is truly what differentiates our technology, it's a lot easier for us to demonstrate wins for moms prenatally. So what we focused on is an at-home solution, because what we found is that 40% of moms go to the hospital too early, and this leads to misuse of the resources, but also poor outcomes for mothers. So what we've done is we're developing prenatal education so that moms know about the different phases of labor and false labor, Braxton Hicks, things like that. But then what's truly stand out is we have an in-home contraction monitor so that the mom can wear it, and when the contractions happen, that shows the labor progression and really gives the insight about when is exactly the right time to go to the hospital.
It's interesting to me that there isn't, or it's ineffective, whatever kind of education that is taking place, that many women don't know when is the right time.
Absolutely. OBs only have about 15 minutes to talk to moms over the course of their prenatal care.
Really?
So there are things that OBs wish moms could know that we can now deliver to moms through an app in a gamified, enjoyable content way, so that they're informed and educated. But in terms of like going to the hospital at the wrong time, that 40% is of all moms. Of first-time moms, it's even higher.
Yeah.
So the thing, a lot of people just assume, well, moms are going to know. But they really don't. If you've never had that experience before, particularly Braxton Hicks contractions can be way more powerful than a real labor progressing contraction. So the first time a mom feels that, there's a sense of panic. So one of the other things that this education and training does is it reduces anxiety, and that in and of itself leads to a more calm and controlled birth.
I don't think it's any surprise to people to know that access to health care for women has clearly been lagging behind men in just about every metric there is. What have you seen over the last year or so that might change your mind about that?
So I think that there's a lot of technology now that is democratizing access to care, but just the knowledge that there isn't enough data on women, and that we're in a place where AI tools need to not have bias. So all of these things that are being designed now are keeping that in mind so that there is more women's data. And, you know, for example, our solution is increasing the efficiency of arrival at the hospital. So we're like the air traffic controller of the maternity ward. So there, like if we're keeping moms out of the emergency room and they're arriving at the hospital at the right time, then they're going to get more attention and more appropriate attention.
Right.
And those are the kinds of things that our solutions can prioritize and improve the efficiency of care.
Right. Well, and that speaks to it, because that's now you're talking about the bottom line: effective use of facilities and personnel, not wasting anybody's time.
Yes.
And I think that's the key to get people's attention. Right.
Absolutely. And emergency room care is the most expensive. So you have the spectrum. You have moms going too early and moms going too late, and they arrive and they're delivering on the way to the emergency room. That's no good.
Yeah. Not for anybody. So how does I would just guess that being able to appear at a HITLAB Innovation Summit and speak to some of the most powerful people in health information technology is a pretty good platform for you right now.
It's really amazing. And, you know, honestly, this community is bringing all the right people together at the right time. So I did meet my co-founder, Rashane, here just over a year ago. And the incubator at Mount Sinai that we just won a pitch competition and we're starting in first quarter, we met Carmen Mansal here. here at the last meeting. So it's these connections and, curated connections and truly the subject matter experts that we can learn from and share case studies. It's so valuable, and just being here is amazing.
So where do you want to be in a couple of years? How do you want to see your vision progress?
So it's interesting because I mentioned that originally we were thinking about, entry into hospitals like B2B, but we have made some connections here, even just today, that we think we can stand things up even more quickly through partnerships.
Okay.
So like we had an original idea, we pivoted over the summer as a result of being in Stern Venture Fellows, and now we're actually looking at an even more rapid expansion. So through these partnerships, we're looking to go beyond just a regional access, but even to national expansion, which we honestly didn't even think was possible 6 months ago.
Okay. Interesting times ahead indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you so much.
All right. Helene, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.